Well, good morning, viewers. Okay, we're still in various stages of getting this trailer ready for paint. The main body is basically finished, as are the tail lights, the numplate light, the guards. I thought I had them ready. I thought this was going to be the last coat of primer, but it isn't. It's so easy to miss little bits and pieces, like, I thought I'd got it all, but yeah, whilst I was spraying it, mostly around the edges, hopefully you can see there's little bits and pieces that I've just missed, haven't rubbed it back properly, haven't filled it, so, and but I have got the shape pretty much right now, but so this will be another 180 rub, a little more filler, and it'll get another coat of primer yet. Same with these may, like this will be a 180 wet rub. I haven't done it yet because I've run out of emery, so I'll pick some more up today. But yeah, there'll be probably another 2 coats of primer on that yet. And I'll rub this back with the 180. Oh yeah, maybe only one more. See how we go. See how well it comes up. If I can finish it off well enough with the 180, and then I'll only need the one more coat. This is all the shaping now is finished. All the little spot repairs are finished. It's now ready for a 400 rub. It's got to be guide coated again, and I've run out of spray pack enamel, so I'll pick another tin up of cheapy paint. Bunnings got paint for $5. It's 12-inch product. It's pretty good actually. So pretty good value for $5. So I'll get some of that today and some more in me. I don't have any 400 anyway. This is a different process again. Like I was using the plasterboard sander on the bigger areas, and I was wet rubbing, and then I've got a reasonably hard rubber block that I was also using on the smaller areas. That's for the 180 wet. And your paper just lasts so much longer when you wet rub it. It takes it off a whole lot cleaner. It's just a whole lot better. Like, I used 1/2 sheet on the plasterboard sander for the whole of this, and 1 piece on that rubber. And that's all I use for the whole of this main body. Whereas I dry rub these guards because I'd run out of wet emery, and I used a full sheet of dry paper on each guard, so it just sort of goes to show you just how much longer it lasts and how much quicker it cuts when you're using wet paper. What I did want to show, as I said, so this is ready, as I said, for a final rub down with the 400 prior to paint. And what I'll be using this time, like even that rubber block, is sort of still too hard. I had a soft rubber block, but I'm not sure where it is at the moment. I'll have another look for it, and if not, I'll find some rubber, cut a new piece. But you want it, when you're doing the final rub with the 400, you've already got your shape, so all you're doing is smoothing it. So you want your block soft enough to be able to follow every little contour. So you don't want to, just using that rubber block or the plasterboard sand, and now at this stage you're still going to get little tiny sort of flats and ridges. So yeah, so I'll be going, it has to be, as I said, soft enough to follow every corner, but firm enough so you're not leaving fingerprints when you're pressing on it. And yeah, for that reason too, you try not to use your fingertips, but more so the flat of your hand, the palm of your hand. One thing I did want to show, I did get one little run in this. Yeah, this is another technique again. See, when you use a really soft block, if you try and rub out a run, especially like with a 400 paper, which is only taking a minute amount off each time, you won't get the run out completely. You'll take it away either side of the run and you'll end up with a ridge. I'll show you on paper actually, show you what I'm talking about. Right, so I've drawn the surface. See, this is your surface. This is where your run is. Right, now I'm going to mark a pen. If you use a very soft rubber and a fine paper and a soft block and try and run out like, with the 400, what you're going to get is this. It's going to conform to the shape and you can end up with a low on either side, and then it's going to come up like that. So that's what you're going to end up with. So yeah, I've got a different technique which I'll do first. So this here, what I'm going to do just to remove that actual run, because all I want to do, as I said, all I want to do is just remove that bit. I don't want to touch any of these areas. And yeah, so I've got a bit of 180 here. I would have preferred 240 actually, but 180 is a little bit coarse for the job in this situation, but anyway, we'll get by with it. I'll put a little bit of guide coat on there. And, I'll just pull my sleeve up. I'm going to get it wet. Still wearing my jammies actually. I haven't actually got dressed yet. Right, so I'll put a little bit of guide coat on it. There's a very slight run just in here. Just runs down along there. So, and this is a solid lump of wood, and I've pulled the paper up tight because you don't want sag on this surface. You want it to stay as flat as you can. And what I'm going to do, see the run appearing? When I finish, I still want to be able to see the guide coat around it, trying to not rub off any of the surface around it. And that's it, gone. It's a run gone. So now when I rub it with the 400, I can be confident that I've got rid of that run. There won't be any ridge, it'll be nice and smooth. So, yeah, of course, I'll dry this off, wipe this clean shortly. And yeah, when I guide coat, I've got to guide coat the whole thing. But yeah, I'll guide coat back over where I've done this with a 180 just to make sure I get rid of all the 180 scratches when I get the 400. So, yeah. Just a little thing I want to mention. I haven't seen anybody else. Like, I've watched quite a few videos on painting and rubbing, but I haven't seen anybody mention, how to take out a run in a primer, in a final primer coat. See, it's different to, as I said, when I realised, that this isn't finished, I laid this on pretty thick. And I've got a few runs and everything on here, but because I'm doing that whole thing with the 180, I don't really need to pay attention to the runs separately. So, that's a different process again. But just wanted to point that out. If you do get any runs in your final coat of primer, get rid of them first before you rub the whole thing in general, because otherwise you'll be left with that ridge. You'll end up with a dip, a ridge, and another dip. If you try and do it with a soft paper, with a fine paper and a soft block. So, All right, well, we'll get on with this again this afternoon. Plan is actually to have it finished painting by the end of the week. It's now Tuesday, and we'll get all this done, primed, finished off, and planning to put the top coat on Friday. All right, once again, thanks for watching, and if you followed this whole series, special thanks. It's been a bit long and drawn out, and most of that has been due to my own motivation. Especially when you get to this finishing off stage, it gets a bit hard to get motivated sometimes, because rubbing putty's not my favourite thing, nor is grinding welds and other things. So I get a bit stuck on motivation at times. So, but if you put up with that and follow the whole thing, well, big thanks. All right, hopefully catch you next time. Bye.